Hi, I'm Debbie, and welcome to my channel, Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our long readings for Taurus and Scorpio season. Hello, my Tauruses. How are you? Well, you know that when I'm doing my longer readings, I use 4 decks. I use my Angel Tarot cards for the main message. I'll ask for clarification from John Holland, Psychic Tarot, and Oracle cards. I then ask for any kind of words of advice from Osha Zen Tarot cards, and I come back to finish it all up with my Radley Valentine Archangel Power Tarot cards. Now, I've prayed, meditated, and infused all the decks with Reiki energy, but remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Okay? Okay. I'm an intuitive channeler. I open myself up to higher power. Whatever the message is just comes through. No filters. My job is just to deliver it to somebody out there that might need to hear it. So let's go ahead. I have posted an overview of Scorpio season, so please take a look because it'll help you understand, what's going on and, planets, moon, things like that. I also pull some cards for the season also. So take a look. I'd appreciate it. Anyway, 3 cards are face down. Nothing's reversed. So that means, the reverse cards have a little more pay attention to me energy. Let's see what we have for my Tauruses in Scorpio season. First card is the King of Air. The King of Air. Now, air energy is our Aquarius, it's our Gemini, our Libra energy, thought processes. It is thinking things through. It is hearing news. Now, the King of Air is very intelligent, very smart, very wise. Now, all of the court cards have a little bit of an underlying component of a sign. The King of Air is an air. Okay, so if this had been the King of Fire, the king in itself would have had like an air underlying sign, but then it would be fire. But this is like a double dose of smarts, a double dose of wisdom, a double dose of knowing what I want to say and saying what I need to say. Okay? So this is about you getting out there and being what you need to be, and it's also about you strategically thinking about your next steps. Now, a lot of this has to do with profession. So, I'm going to go now. Granted, you are an earth sign, and the earth sign is something with, something to touch or to hold. And a lot of times it has to do with money. This is you strategically planning and plotting your professional career, your professional next steps. This could be you possibly looking at your resume or your CV. This could be also looking at, I don't know, somebody that makes a digital recording type of, doing that, getting things digitally done so that you can send those out. This is you revamping and restylizing who and what you are on a professional level. Wow, that was a lot. Anyway, the King of Air is brilliant, impartial. So you may have to have somebody come and help you with this, but it's going to be, I feel like it's so polished. It's so polished and stylized. Professional, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Anyway, I really feel, so you might be getting a professional resume writer. You might be getting a stylist. The stylist keeps coming to me. Somebody that can stylize. Now, that doesn't just necessarily mean dress you up. It could be that, but it's also bring in, maybe there's the digital thing keeps coming to me, and maybe you need to have somebody to help you to make it, more, like I do this out of my room, and, this is what I do. So it could be that somebody comes to you and then, adds the music and makes it just all that in a bag of chips. Okay? Okay. Next card. So this sounds like Scorpio season is going to be really about your career. It's going to be about your career. It's going to be about your profession. Next card here is the Page of Fire. So the page has an underlying energy of earth, okay? But this is like an earth fire. So the earth has that money. A lot of times this has to do with something you're going to go do with your work. Fire energy has your Aries, your Leo, your Sagittarius, passionate, burning, determined. So whatever this is that you're thinking about, you're putting this actually is you putting it into place, putting it into practice, getting this ready. Not only is this about your work, this is also about this is renewed enthusiasm. This is just, no, I'm not letting things get in my way anymore. And this is just, getting out there. But it's also you're not just putting something out there just to put it out there. There's going to be, I'm seeing like a catcher's mitt or a catcher's glove or however. So there is somebody or something or some entity, some profession that's about to catch it. So you're doing a lot of this because there's somebody that wants it. Okay? Okay. This is outgoing, creative, confident, mischievous. So have a little fun with it too. Don't be so, whatever this job is, don't be so serious that you out-serious yourself. Okay? And don't be so silly that you out-silly yourself either. But news of an exciting new endeavor, use your originality and ingenuity. And I really feel like there's a digital platform. Not just that you wrote it and you're emailing it. It's more, maybe you're, like I said, you're doing a video, you're getting it stylized, and you're sending it out. Anyway, your last card here is the Hermit. Now, the Hermit has a couple of things with energy. Nines are kind of I'm not going to say, a lot of times it can be an end. It could be an end to a time of being a hermit. It could be, that could be, but a lot of times the Hermit, to me, I kind of see like wrapping up the package and getting it ready to mail or getting it ready to deliver, okay? I kind of feel like the nines have a wrap up type of energy. Now, the part about this is also, though, with the Hermit, this is Archangel Raziel. Now, I think Raziel also is the one that is in the Magician, okay? And with the Magician, so write that name down, Raziel, Raziel, because when you have this, when this is, there's going to be a lot of really interesting psychic type of energy towards the end of October. Your moon, watch that Scorpio overview. You're like written all over it. So watch that. So there might be a time you need to be reaching out. You need to be, now I will say, reach out to your higher power, guardian angel, spirit guide, voice of the universe, your divine, archangels, especially Archangel Raziel, because this is going to be that time of quiet contemplation. But remember, I do believe that he is also the Magician, which is a 1, which means that anything is possible. Okay? Okay. So this is spend time in quiet meditation, spiritual teaching. It's also self-discovery. It's self-discovery. Learning things about yourself that you don't even know. Okay? Now let's go on. Here we go. John Holland, Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. And we will see what we have with this. So this is about your money, your profession, but this is you upping your game. You bringing your game to the next level. This is like going into, this is either becoming the apprentice or becoming the master. Okay? And maybe you're going to be somewhere in between, but you're leaning more towards that master side. Here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Let's see what we have here. Words of clarification. First card is, okay, the base chakra system. This has been coming. There's been a lot of security issues, a lot of worry about who I am, what I am, where I'm going. Now, chakras are energy systems. From the base, which this is, to the heart is your natural chakras. Okay, so it deals with this deals with your home, your security, your food, your sense of your sense of confidence, your sense like did you grow up in a household that you felt like you could do anything, or did you grow up in a household that you had to hide a lot of things? Okay, so that's a lot of that has to do with your base. Okay, that's that deep-seated personality developed type of energy that sometimes we need to have years of therapy to get through, okay? Just saying. Then it goes, then there's what is it? There is your sacral, solar plexus, then there's your heart. Now, those are more your natural. Then there's your heart, and I don't know why I need to tell you this, but there's your heart, your throat, your third eye, and your crown, and then there's one that they believe, there's others too, but this is what we'll deal with. That is your supernatural. Yes, your heart transcends both pieces, okay? So part of this is also is being confident in who you are. Part of this, yes, this is also making sure that your roof is taken, your roof is over your head, your mortgage is paid, rent is paid, things like that. But this is, what do you believe about yourself? There could be some major breakthroughs, especially with that full moon, where you actually, I feel like there's going to be some things, some truths, some things that you thought, some things that you thought were true, that were said about you or told you, or truths that you're finding out are not necessarily true, okay? So some truths will prove to be lies, and with that, it kind of rocks your boat, but because you learn this, you learn that these are some things that are more possible, okay? Okay, let's go on, next card. Okay, that was reversed. So now I know why we were talked about this. So the third eye chakra, this is the one here, pineal gland. This is where, the information comes to you. So again, I'm going to think that this is going to be more about that full moon, especially since that's your full moon. Watch the video. But this is this is where you receive. My Taurus is extremely psychic. So I would make sure that, that whatever you're doing, especially around that full moon, and you can do it. Some people say 3 days before, 3 days after. I like the day before, the day of, or the day after. I like it more like the day before and day of, but you can do it the day after too. That is a time that I would really, really, really be, quiet. Make sure, take your baths, do your grounding, do your preparation. I have posted some stuff about, like, I think it was the new moon bath. You can do that with the full moon. There are things things out there, but I would use this time to really connect with my third eye, okay? Because the veil will be very, very thin at that time. Your last card, here we go, material harvest. So again, we have that 9. We have that, things are wrapping up. Things are getting ready for you. Material harvest. So one thing is, so now we have that sun halo-y type of thing around him. So that kind of gives you that spiritual, that connection. We have that, he's giving thanks. So we have that too. But again, that 9 has that wrapping up type of energy, that things are, like I said, let's get the gift ready, and then let's receive, and let's receive it now. Let's receive it. But there is some things, so this in itself is all about your work, Again, I would definitely make sure that I make some sort of connection around that full moon, okay? Make some sort of, keep Raziel's name there for you. Again, too, there's a lot of chakra energy here. This is about, this is security. Again, I feel like there might be some truth, something that you believe to be true that it comes out that it wasn't true. It kind of shocks you a little bit, but it helps to open you up because you always felt that it wasn't true. You always felt that there was something more. But this and that full moon, definitely. Material harvest, be prepared for incoming, okay? Okay. Let's go on to Osha Zen Tarot for words of advice. Let's see what we have for my Tauruses. The end of the month is going to be really powerful for you, my Tauruses. Here we go. Oops, let's cut it. 1, 2, and 3. Okay, first card up. Now this was reversed because I flipped it that way. So comparison. So there's 5. There's a little stress. So comparison, watch out for that. Watch out for, trying to keep up with the Jones. Looking to see, is the grass greener on my neighbor's side? Try to watch, like, oh, this person is more successful than me. You are on your own path. You're going to be where you need to be. And the thing is with this, not to say you can't learn from the other people, but try to stay away from envy, from comparing. Know your own worth, okay? And I feel like that's part of this one. You need to know your own worth. Next card, here we go. Okay, now that is reversed. The Master. The Master goes back to, the Master is unique to Osha Zen Tarot. The Master goes back to your harvest, to your six, to your Hermit. The Master is, and I had even said, didn't I? I did say this. Yes, I forgot that I said this. Are you going in as an apprentice or are you going in as a master? Shoot for the don't shoot the master. Shoot for the stars. Go for the master. Be all that you can be. Okay? And your last card here. Compromise. This is reversed. What do we want to say? So many people say, well, let's do some objective compromise. And there's cards that'll say objective compromise. The only thing when I see this compromise this is to me kind of more of a warning, because these two guys are kind of swarmy. They're kind of greasy looking. I don't necessarily trust them. So basically, whoever's going to be helping you possibly with this, basically, I kind of feel like this stick to your guns. You want what you want. Especially if you're paying somebody to do this, make sure they deliver. How's that? Okay. Anyway, let's go on here. This is my Archangel Power Tarot cards. Radley Valentine. And here we go. 1, 2, and 3. Reversed. Here we go. First card is the Knight of Raziel. Now, we don't have any of the Knights, but Raziel is the emotional energy. Now, Knights have a fire base, okay? But this is water energy. Water is our Scorpio. We're in Scorpio. It's also our Pisces and Cancer. And Knights are very directional, but there's an emotional component. It's like, I want what I want, but there's this, my heart is involved. I really want this. Now, this could be any of those relationships. It could be your job, work, career, which would go along with your King of Air. It could also be along with that, there could be a romantic type of relationship, so it could be your personal, interpersonal, or, intimate type of energy. It could be something to do with your home or family. But this is basically about committing yourself. This is like, so it's kind of like that you're once you start with whatever this pathway is, you are on it. You are committing yourself to that pathway. Anyway, so this one is romantic, dramatic, poetic, introspective. And this is committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. So it's like, I feel like this for my Taurus is, it's like you once you decide to go down that road, you are committed. Anyway, this card is reversed, excuse me. The Six of Ariel. The Six of Ariel is your earth energy. It is your energy. This is about material needs get fulfilled. So if you are worried about that, don't worry about it because it is fulfilled. This is also Capricorn, Virgo, money, home, opportunities, jobs, things like that. Material needs get fulfilled in magical, so remember, magical, in unexpected ways. Acts of kindness, giving or receiving with a grateful heart. Okay? And now your last card is the Knight of Gabriel. Now, we had the Knight of Raziel, and I told you that this was also, that this had a fire base, but it's water. Well, the Knight of Gabriel is fire. Okay? So, so this is confident. This is like, go after what you've been wanting. Go after that dream. Go after, get whatever this is, get it done. And again, I feel that digitized medium. Okay? So, confident, enthusiastic, courageous, charismatic. Time to take action. So this is the time. This is the time, my Tauruses. Great passion for a cause, instinctively knowing just what to do. because you've got, that third eye, that Hermit, Archangel Raziel, the Master. All of these things will guide you into doing what it is you need to do. Okay? Okay. So, oh my gosh, you've got so much, my Tauruses, but I love you all, so I want you to have wonderful Scorpio season. Now, my Tauruses, remember the button. Please like, share, subscribe. It does help. As always, my Tauruses, know that you are loved. Stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.